YouTube, social media world. It's your boy AnonymousBased and on biggity biggity bat, biggity biggity bat, biggity 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 bat with a new reaction video. This time I'm here with something brand new from It's Complicated. But before we get into that, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and give this video a like, share with a couple of your friends. Make sure you follow me on all my social media sites. And if you got something specific, go ahead and drop it in that comment section. So, we are here with something brand new from It's Complicated. Shout out to you, brother. And the name of this video is called Why Can't Women Have Equal Relationships with Men If They Already Have Them with Women? I disagree with that, but we're going to go ahead and get into it.
My name is Kara, and yes, I consented to being on camera.
Hey.
How does chivalry work in a lesbian relationship?
I'm out.
Oh! See? Boom! Game over! Game over!
When it comes to dating and relationships, who is typically seen as the prize, the man or the woman?
The woman, of course.
Who's the prize in a lesbian relationship? Both of them?
Yeah.
Honestly, I really think it depends on the dynamic because, you know, that gender neutral kind of equality can kind of go both ways. But honestly, I kind of think the woman's the prize a little bit.
Who's the prize in a lesbian relationship? Both of them?
Oh, most definitely both of them. I mean, everybody wins in something like that.
So then why aren't they both prized in a heterosexual relationship?
Because a man ain't a woman.
How does chivalry work in a lesbian relationship?
Oh, here we go. We're not even a minute in, and we got a septum piercing. What do I always say about the septum piercings? Red flag, something wrong with them. However, she is kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. She is kind of cute. But that doesn't take away from the fact that there's a red flag. Something wrong with them. We're going to go ahead and give her the benefit of the doubt and see what she got to say, though.
Relationship.
Who's more masculine?
Do women expect chivalry from other women or?
The happier the home loan experience, the happier the home.
That was kind of interesting.
Go to mortgagematchup.com.
Or only from men?
Let me rewind this a little bit.
Who's more masculine?
Women.
How does chivalry work in a lesbian relationship?
Who's more masculine?
Do women expect chivalry from other women or only from men?
Definitely other women too.
No!
I'm expecting it from a man.
Stop the
and
cap.
a man only.
Why is that?
Because I'm heterosexual.
Why does masculinity determine that men are providers?
I feel like it's back in the days hunting, you know, it's always been the strongest, the tallest, the strongest that goes and get the food and bring it for the weakest of the, I would say, of the whoever the group, right? So a man is stronger than a woman physically, obviously. I guess that's the one that has to go hunting and provide.
Masculinity doesn't really have to do with if you have a penis or not. You can still be a masculine woman. You know, you see women who are bodybuilders. I mean, I don't know.
That doesn't mean they're masculine.
Masculine is not just a penis thing. Vaginas can be masculine too, and penises can be feminine.
When women date women, who's responsible for paying all the bills?
Women date women? Oh, this is a cool question. Okay, I think it's 50-50, yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
So why would women split the bills with women they're dating, but expect a man to pay for all of them?
This is awesome question. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think because this is comes from the image of femininity and masculinity. And if people portray it like that you have to be masculine, you have to be feminine, and then they agree, it's all about mutual agreement between people. Okay, let's agree we have this image of the world, or we have another picture of the world. We have picture of partners, or we have picture of provider. I'm masculine who has to provide, give me everything, and I'm woman, I'm just give my beauty. It's just about two agreement between two people.
Why are gay men more likely to be loved for who they are, while straight men are more likely to be loved for what they provide?
Because we expect that from a straight man. That's why.
Why do you expect that from a straight man?
Because
why do you?
From With a straight man, it comes from biblical days. With a gay man, it comes from modern days. So in the modern life, they don't expect that. But if you come from a straight life, basically it comes from biblical days because that's what's put in the Bible.
What if you're not religious? Why should you be held to that standard?
Well, if you're not religious, you don't have to be held to that standard. But you asked me where it came from, and it comes from the biblical days. That's why I follow it.
But wouldn't that be kind of pushing your religion on somebody else by expecting them to do that when they
No, because you ain't got to do what I do. You got your own mind. You do what you want to do. We expect that from a straight man.
That's what I'm saying.
Gay men are already representing a whole different like subculture, and straight men are fitting into like a very traditional paradigm that is all about expectation of providing. So it's two different frameworks.
From the beginning of time, men have always been providers, so it's kind of what we know. And I hate to add religion to it, but it's kind of like the Adam and Eve thing. Like Adam has always been the masculine and Eve has always been a feminine.
Why do straight men seem to care more about a woman's body count than lesbian women care about a woman's body count?
Because for men to go out and come back with a woman, it takes a lot. It's very hard for a man to have.
It's easy because women don't get anybody
goes with
pregnant.
the intent of going out and coming home with a man, 100% she will. So it's the accessibility. It's harder for a man.
I don't know why I can't say
That's fair.
it comes to possessiveness. I think that men just sometimes are superficial and they just want to have ownership over something,
Stop
so
the cap.
they care how.
Notice how this girl said earlier that masculinity wasn't a penis thing. She said that women can be masculine too. She's a perfect example of it, because right now she's trying to be disingenuous and act like she doesn't understand where the men are coming from when men say they care about a woman's body count. It's very, very simple. They know it matters, which is why they lie about it. And I can guarantee you, if you ask her what her body count is, she's going to say a number that's under 10. 9 times out of 10, they say a number that's under 10. So this chick understands she's just being dumb on purpose.
Many people have had it because they won't want it to be taken away or something like that. But a woman, she just, I don't know, loyalty. Women understand women. And sometimes men can be like aliens to them, and sometimes women can be like aliens to men. So it's kind of, there's no way to answer these questions and be exact. It's kind of all situational.
Well, why don't you see lesbian women slut-shaming each other?
They do all the time. You
Yeah,
don't
they
watch
do.
Love and Hip Hop?
They do. They do.
That's all they do is shame
They
each other.
do.
I think that the LGBTQ community is judgment-free for the most part, and I think that they really do just focus on finding someone that they like, because finding gays is harder than finding straights, and they focus more on connection, whereas for a straight man, if the woman has been with a lot of people, I think that they feel like she's been around and they don't want that. Straight relationships are a little more judgmental, I would say.
If a woman is bisexual, does she hold her girlfriend to the same standard she holds a man to?
Nope.
Well, I
Nope.
should hope they hold them to a higher
They don't.
standard, because women there's more to get out of a woman. No, that doesn't.
No.
We hold them to a high standard and we expect a lot from them, but we don't expect them to be men. No, we want them to be women. That's why we date women.
Why would any woman want to be the more dominant one when the submissive one gets to just show up and be spoiled?
It's just based on upbringing. So
What?
if you grew up looking up to your dad, you would want to be more of the protector in a relationship. And if you grew up looking up to your mom, you want to be more the submissive.
the cap.
That's all.
Why is it when a woman is tired of dating men, she often ends up dating a woman who looks and acts like a man?
I think she likes the masculine energy, but not necessarily the man. And so that masculine and feminine together in a woman is much more appealing.
She still desires masculine or protective energy. So she finds a woman who exudes that energy, but still has a little bit of femininity.
Why is it when men are tired of dating women, they don't date men who look and act like women?
They do.
No, they don't.
Under the covers.
No, they don't.
Women are a little more flexible with relationships and who they're into and what they're willing to explore. Men tend to have a little bit of a gay phobia. And I think that if a man is straight, he's straight all the way, whereas women tend to dabble.
If a woman is bisexual, does she hold her girlfriend to the same standard she holds a man to?
I wouldn't know if she does, but I think that she should. Sometimes I've heard
No, they
that,
don't.
you know, guys say it's okay for girls to sleep with other girls, but they wouldn't want their girlfriend to sleep with another guy. I think that's stupid. I'm not sure if that's pertaining to the question,
Stop
but
the
it kind
cap.
of...
Here she goes being dumb
it's a
again.
double standard.
What I say
I believe
earlier?
Double standards for any
Being
side.
disingenuous on purpose.
If a woman is bisexual, why does her body count only matter with the men and not the women she slept with?
Women in action is not frowned upon. It's like people think it's hot and they're attracted to it, and they don't really count it because they count it as fun and not serious. Whereas with men, it's usually more serious.
If a lesbian has been with 50 women and switches to men, is she therefore still a virgin?
No, I don't think so. I think once you've had sex with someone, you're not a virgin anymore.
If men are to blame for being lonely, why aren't gay men experiencing the same epidemic of male loneliness as straight men?
I know a lot of my gay friends, and they're very lonely, so there might actually be an epidemic right now that we're not talking about.
Gay men don't face loneliness because they are basically dating their best friend. Being gay is like dating your best friend as a girl or a guy. It's like dating someone who you could spend the rest of your life with, but it's fun.
Could it be because the loneliness has more to do with the quality of women?
No, I don't think so.
Perhaps. I think the quality of women is actually getting worse than it is getting better.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I think that the dating culture has been severely just tarnished. And I think that men nowadays are expected to provide and be off the charts, and women don't bring as much to the table. And women nowadays are not looking for as serious of a relationship as they used to.
I think loneliness has more to do with the woman that you choose. Because if you love sports and you date a woman who loves sports, then wouldn't the relationship be great? But if you love sports and you date a woman who loves shoes, like, you get what I'm saying? There is no quality.
Yeah, but opposites attract.
Transactional between two lesbian women or between men and women?
Men and women.
Why?
I think that's just the way that it's been.
If women are the ones who regulate the sex in a relationship, what does that say about how women view men?
Women can control men. They know that.
Women know what men want and like, and so they use that to their advantage.
I think that women are seen as sexual objects in a hetero relationship most of the time, not always. And men tend to feel like if they provide and take care of their woman, then their woman needs to take care of their sexual needs. Whereas in a gay relationship, women with women or men with men, there is no standard for that, and they really just are.
Oh, yo, no, there is a standard. There's a standard all the way around.
They just are together to be together.
Why do men need to have confidence and game to approach women? Do lesbian women need to learn game?
Yes.
No, they don't.
Do. I've been approached
Stop
by
the cap.
lesbian women that embrace that masculinity and that strength and, you know, being like sure of yourself, confidence. They approach the same way.
Why is
And where is she now?
Women don't want to do labeled masculinity.
I think it's an excuse.
Why don't women have 50-50 relationships with men if they already apply it with women?
I don't know. What do you mean by 50-50?
Are women more likely to have equal partnerships with each other?
Yeah, they
have
do.
More traditional gender roles with men.
Yeah. I think with women, the expectation is totally different. It's a more equal footing.
I think it falls back on roles. I think that when women are with women, the standards are a little bit different. The expectations are different. And I think that with men and women, there's kind of like a certain outline or a routine you have to follow. And I think that's why.
And lastly, if a woman needs a masculine man in order to be in her feminine, why wouldn't a man need a feminine woman in order to be in his masculine?
This is so great question. It's somebody created that picture, trying to follow some storyline of whatever somebody has to be. And if you always if you are full within yourself with everything, you don't need anybody. and then you just choose whatever you want to play in this world, in this reality. If you want to play the game that I don't want to do anything, I don't want to take responsibility, I'm just woman, feminine, you can play this game, and it's as well as like a man, like I have everything. What should I play? Maybe I want to play that I want some girl who is insecure and to feed my some ego. Then like you can display this game. But at the same time, again, whatever you want, or you're a woman, you just have everything. You have your job, you have money, you don't need anything. So why would you play this game again? Like it just a social construct. Whatever social construct you follow. So.
I don't know what that chick was talking about at the end, but all right. Okay, shout out to It's Complicated for coming through with another fire video called Why Can't Women Have Equal Relationships with Men If They Already Have Them with Women? All right, so me watching this for the first time, this one was very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Because there wasn't any guys on this one, which was good. Because we got to see a lot of the, I guess, contradictions when it comes to female logic. Because on one hand, they expect the old school traditional gender roles when they date guys, but then when they date women, it's like there's no type of rules or structure, which is kind of funny. But you only really had one girl on here that was talking some sense. Everybody else, I don't even really know what was going on here. Except for that one girl that was talking some sense, that had some logic about her. You had women on here being disingenuous. You had women on here talking about, oh, yeah, we expect the men to do this and that. But then with women, it's like, oh, I don't care. I'll go 50-50. You know, we can do whatever. You know, men caring about a woman's body count, that's dumb. And this and that. It's like, y'all know the reality of how both genders operate. Y'all know. Y'all just want to play dumb and only reap the benefits, but then when it's time for the standards and the structure, y'all want to run away from it. That's really what it boils down to. So, I mean, why don't y'all just be honest and say what it is? But overall, it was a pretty good video. There was some good questioning going on. Good questioning. It was just interesting to see how women try to rationalize things that don't make logical sense. And then it also shows how they try their best to avoid logic and try to force their ideas into a logical state when it doesn't work. It's just interesting. Overall, it's just interesting and it's funny. But yeah, that's pretty much my reaction, man. So if you like the video, go ahead and give this video a like. Share with a couple of your friends. Make sure you follow me on all my social media sites. And if you got something specific, go ahead and drop it in the comment section, man. It's your boy AnonymousBased. Peace.